Welcome back, everybody. Today I've decided I'm going to do a Pathfinder grappling hook tutorial because I've had a few buddies ask me how I do some of the grapples that I do. So I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm no pro. Anywhere near being a pro. But I definitely got some pretty cool grapple skills. So I've decided that I'm going to do a little tutorial for everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that follow button. Check out my live stream at twitch.tv/philosophical. Thanks a lot for watching, and let's get wrecking. So, here we go again. Welcome to my tutorial for the Pathfinder's grappling hook. This guy's grappling hook is amazing. His mobility is flippin' phenomenal. His ability to get from one spot to another, to do stuff like that, to help his teammate get from one spot to another, and sneak up on guys is just phenomenal. So I'm going to show you how I use him, because I got a few people that have asked me how I pull off some of his grapples. So yeah, here we go. Anyway, first grapple I'm going to show is the jump for distance. Oh my god, that's what I like. I like that. Jump for distance. The JFD. Anyway, so that guy's there. Most of the time you couldn't get to him. You know, you could grapple, pull yourself, and you're like, oh, here I come. Yeah, but that's not what you want, because you can see you coming the whole time. He's going to be like, oh, look, he's coming straight at me. I'm going to shoot him in his face. So, what you want to do is, if that guy's there, you kind of want to come in a little sideways, jump into stuff. But then, like, hit it, and then as soon as your grapple hits, you need to hit your jump button. Literally, as soon as your grapple hits the ground, whatever you're aiming at, whatever your target is, hit that jump button, and that's going to launch you up in the air. Now, what you don't want to do is hold on to your grapple too long after that, because if you do, it's just going to kind of slow you down at the end of your grapple, like it did me there, and pull you to the ground. So, you want to be going, hit your jump, hit your circle or your jump button to get off of it. Preferably your jump button. But yeah, that's basically the jump for distance. You can also do it to get like over walls and stuff, because if you grapple right at a wall, it's just gonna kind of here we go. And then you're gonna have to climb over it. It's gonna slow you down. That's not what you want to do. You definitely want to jump over that wall. So if that's a wall, guys can't see you behind it. They're not really expecting you to. You're sitting here like, yeah, I'm gonna sneak up on these guys, but you don't have to. You don't have to sneak up on them. You can do this. Turn around. They're right there. Boom, boom, boom. Do that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good technique. You can do it for a lot of walls, like pretty high stuff too. Like, show you. You get up over that. It's not ideal because it's not as far away, but bam. I kind of strafed off to the side there because it wasn't lifting me up very high. But if I was farther away from it when I shot that, it would have lifted me up higher. Because I was so close, the angle was very, very, I don't know, steep? Yeah, that's the word. So now that I'm here, using grapple. So that's the jump for distance, at least in my opinion. There's a better name for it that I don't know what the heck it's called. Please drop it in the comments, because I'll start calling it that. Yeah. Next one I got is one that you can do with Crypto's drones. You can do it with zip lines that go up like this, and it's kind of like a helicopter. We'll call it the helicopter. That sounds kind of weird, but whatever. Let's call it the spinorama. There we go, spinorama. So, in theory, what you want to do is spin around this thing, where you're grappled to it, and you just keep spinning around it, and then you can jump off at whatever point you want. So, you don't want to hit it too straight on. You kind of want to hit it as you're moving on an angle, and then you need to hold your strafe like left or right, whichever direction you want to go, because That's what's going to keep your momentum up so that you can spin around it. And I like to jump before I grapple because, I don't know, I feel like it gives me... See, and then you just kind of got to keep adjusting yourself as you go around it, and it'll keep spinning you around it. Now, if it's straighter... Remember, I'm jumping as soon as my grapple hits everything. No matter what, if my grapple hits something, unless I want to pull straight towards it, which is very rare, I'm always hitting my jump button every time my grapple hits something, even there, bam. No matter what. So you'll get so used to that that it'll just become second nature. You'll always hit that X button, or whatever your jump button is. I'm on PS4, so X button for me. So yeah, you could do that with the crypto drone. So if you've got a crypto on your team, he can send his drone up, and if you got guys way over there, he can set his drone so it's flying that way, and as it's flying that way, you can grapple it, and then you can spin around it like this as he's going that way until it gets there, hop off, and land on these guys that it points out for you while the team's rushing behind it, which is pretty dope. It trips people out a lot. It's risky though because it puts you by yourself with all that team, unless you got another guy following you. So that's my spinorama. You can do it either way. So what I'm doing is, remember, jump, and I'm holding my left strafe, and then I'm just kind of facing my target. It falling off on its own there. I'm not jumping or anything. I'm just kind of waiting. If I do jump off, let's show you what that does. See, if you jump off, it just kind of uses your momentum, and you go whatever way, whatever direction you were already moving. So the next one I'm going to show is the under to over. So this one I'll use when there's people on a bridge, and say this is the bridge, that's a really high bridge, say that's the bridge and they're up on this side, and I want them to think I'm coming this way, but I'm going to come grapple and then flip up around the back side. So I'm going to kind of do a complicated version because we don't have any low enough bridges here to do it with. Well, I can show you with this. So if this was a bridge, you can... That was really bad. I didn't think my grapple was going to hit there. Grabbed on the way back. Just give me a second. That was bad too. Okay, so you'll go strafe it, and then see how it brought me up and over. So what I'm doing there is, as my grapple hits, I'm not jumping on these ones. If you want to go under something, do not jump. You want to actually aim under it until you get to, I don't know, around mid area. But see how I stayed under it there? It's because I aimed under it. Wherever your field of view is looking and you're pushing, that's kind of the direction you're going to go. So I kind of wanted to go up and over, but just underneath it. See, I was just looking in like this area here, and then when I got close, I started looking at the grapple and turning up. That's what moves you up and over in that direction. So now I'm going to show you how I would do that. Let's say in the train yard, I'll throw a little clip in there to show you what I mean. But yeah, train yard, they got the zip lines like this, and they come up to those little like trailer looking things. Well, I'll make guys think that I'm coming up this zip line here, so they're standing there ready for me. I'll jump off and then appear on top of it. So
good to be back.
In order to do that,
come to save the day.
It's pretty much the exact same thing that I'm doing. You just gotta get ready to push your buttons right. So riding the zip line up, you need to jump off when you're right about here, hit that grapple, swing. When you're swinging, you need to push the direction. You need to push this direction so that it pulls you that way. Because if you just grapple, it's just going to pull you straight up to the bottom of this, and you're going to hit it and fall. I'll kind of show you what I mean. Oh. I'll show you what I mean right here. So if I jump off and just... Oh. Having a rough time here. Right, here. So if you jump off... Right, no, it's going to be good this time. And just do that. You don't push any direction, it's just going to pull you right up towards your grapple. So you got to make sure you push the direction that you want to go, and face the direction you want it to go. It's not just going to pull you backwards because you're hitting backwards. You've got to turn because your momentum is forward. So your momentum is forward, keep holding forward, turn. Look, I can launch right over the thing. And that was a small one. Watch, I can probably launch higher than that. Any of you could too, as soon as you practice it a little bit. It's such a good maneuver. And go.
Grappling.
And jump. So yeah, that's the under over. I hope you guys like that one. Give it a shot as much as you can. Come in here, practice it on stuff like this. And now I'm gonna show you guys how to do the around the corner. So the around the corner. Say, let's see, what do we use here? We're gonna use this thing here. So, say you're here, and there's another squad. No, they're hiding around there, and pretend that this wall is extended on. So you'd either have to climb over it and be all slow about it, and they'd see you, or as a pathy, I mean, you could jump up and over it, but let's say that that's not what you want to do. Your squad's climbing over it, so they think that you're going to jump over it, or climb over it with them. What you can actually do is get the jump on them. So run along the wall, grapple it, and go right around it. And you can totally get the jump on these guys. Now, this is a weird angle because of what I'm on here, but let's say if I'm straight, I would be like this. I would just bam, boom. Now, if you're wondering if you can shoot guys after stuff like that, yeah, you can. So let's just do something here. So grapple this, come back, and so while you're in the air, it's a lot of this stuff.
Using grapple.
Yeah, you can just blast away. So that's my Pathfinder grappling tutorial. I hope you guys liked it. Remember, you can use him however you want. But I think taking advantage of his grappling hook and his ability to get to where people can't is just phenomenal.
Using grapple.
So I will post a video of me and my buddy in here of how I do the crypto drone thing. So I hope you guys liked it. Please remember to like and sub, and I'll be sure to post more stuff. Thanks again, and keep on Rickin'. He was going to say Rickin'. Thanks. Don't forget to sub. Hit that notification button. Keep on Rickin'.